Giving your student-mentee constructive criticism is one of the most difficult things to do. The reason for that is because it forces you to be in that awkward situation where you really want to help this student, but the only way that you know how is by telling them the news that they need to improve themselves. Before you get started, it really helps to build a rapport with the student. If you've got a rapport with the student, they'll be more open and receptive to the criticism you have to say. Once you've identified this criticism, you want to deliver it in a positive manner before delivering them negative news. So for example, let's say you're working with a student that has really high aspirations, really great goals, and you're like, wow, these are some fantastic goals, but in 4 months, they haven't done anything. So maybe you're thinking to yourself, they're being a little lazy on their goals. If you go straight up to them and say, hey, I think you're being really lazy towards your goals and that you're a dreamer, but you're not actually setting anything realistic for yourself, that can really hurt their psyche and make them feel not accepted. So as opposed to saying that, you could say something more or less like this. Student, I really admire the goals that you set for yourself. I think that they're great and they're really aspirational. I just think that there are some more things that you can do to improve upon actually achieving that because you really haven't made that much progress in the 4 months that I've been mentoring you. Some things that I would suggest that you do are maybe set specific goals on a more regular basis, whether that be weekly or daily. By doing that, you can see yourself growing on a progression towards achieving that desired result that you've set for yourself. And lastly, keep it simple. Don't bring up a laundry list of everything the student needs to improve upon, because that becomes confusing. They'll be thinking to themselves, do they want me to improve on this, or do they want me to improve on this? Obviously, they can improve on two things at the same time, but if you give them one thing to concentrate on, it's a lot easier for them to get a desired result from that experience. So to wrap it up, when giving constructive criticism, you want to make sure that you keep it simple, that you provide positive feedback before giving the actual constructive criticism, and that you've already developed a rapport with that student so then they're open to hearing what you have to say. For more tips on being a mentor, please visit the Mentorship Tips bar. Thank you again for being a mentor.